Hello, folks. Welcome back to Rugby Ascendant. It's Chris live in central Pennsylvania. Had some difficulty getting this game started. We're just underway about 50 seconds in the contest. My apologies for the late start, but YouTube was giving me difficulty getting the stream going. So we're live now, 1 minute in, and the Lions trying to clear this Kuhn horn from the goal line. Kings Park in Durban. Lions wearing their awesome-looking red jerseys this season. The Sharks, of course, in their classic black jerseys at home. This is desperation time for the Sharks. Their season essentially is over after the loss to the Stormers last time out. And this is the only URC game of the day today, I believe. I don't think there's another one listed for today. But the only South African derby for today. And the Sharks have a line out now. Fez Mbata will throw this in from just outside the 22 on the Lions side of the pitch. Eben Etzebeth out there, but it does not go to him. It goes in the hand of Gebrand Grubla. And they're going wide to the outside. Not Harold Forster, excuse me. Francois Fenta out there with the carry approaching the 22. Grant Harris got the start here at Scrum, or Grant Williams at start half. Pepsi Buthelezi with the carry down to the 22. The Lions adjust. Oh, Grant cuts through, almost breaks it, gets about 5 meters. And Makazole and Pippi picks it up, feeds it to Eben Etzebeth. Etzebeth is taken down. Hard tackle there by Labacania for the Lions. Now, Grubla with the carry. He's pushed back to the 22. Kerwin Bosch feeding the ball to this side of the pitch. Can you all hear me fine out there? Let me know. I'm not seeing any chat in here. Ball comes loose, but it looks like a knock-on. It is a knock-on, in fact, by the Sharks. So we'll get to the lineups here. I don't know if I've even got those things listed in here. Give me a second there. Nope, I do not. So let me get rid of that. There we go. There's some chat coming in. I was wondering if we actually had any viewers there because nothing was on the chat. So let me just try to get these lineups here, and then we'll get into who's playing a little bit later on. So my apologies for that. As I said, I had difficulty getting the stream started. I don't know what's going on with YouTube half the time. Pleasure to have you all back with me once again. And if you see here a little twitch in my voice, it's because I'm still overcoming this. It's probably RSV. Who knows what it is? But it's probably RSV. I did this a few days ago. Where are we at here? No, I do not have the lineups. Okay, well, we'll just go without that then. Cancel that. Okay. All right, I'll just read the lineups to you when I a little bit get a chance here. We have a break in the action. I'll just read them to you. Crouch. Bind. Set. The Lions desperately need this to stay in playoff contention, but the Shark season's pretty much over, to be honest. And the Lions dig it out of the back of there. Mornay Vandenberg, and he's buried at the 22. Sharks are all over him. Ruck is formed. It's dug out by the Lions. They feed it to the near side. Tackle made short of the 22. James Fenta there for the tackle. Mornay Vandenberg gets the word to use it. He kicks it up, and I think that was touched by Eben Etzebeth. Or maybe not. Looks like it's going to go into touch, and it'll be Sharks' ball. It's a good clearance kick by Mornay Vandenberg. So for the Sharks, Affile Fasse at the fullback, Werner Koch on the right wing, Lucanio on Francois Fenta in the center, Makazole Mapimpi on the left wing, Kerwin Bosch is the fly half, Grant Williams is the scrum half, Pepsi Buthelezi, Jandre Labaskakne, James Fenta, and then the locks are Gebrand Grubla, Eben Etzebeth in the front row, Hanro Jacobs, Fez Mbata, and Oxenche. The Lions now with a line out from their own 10-meter line. It was touched by Etzebeth. I was correct. So the ball awarded to the Lions. And that ball's knocked away by Etzebeth, and the Sharks pick it up, but they're going to say he touched the... Oh, he knocked it on. That's interesting. I think Fez Mbata knocked it on when he tried to pick it up. 4 minutes, 40 seconds into the contest. No score thus far. Off the bench for the Sharks is Kieran Van Vuren, the backup hooker. And then Ntukum Chunu and Joel Hintz for that front line. Joel Hintz, of course, played in the Major League Rugby here in the States for the New England Free Jacks. Corne Rao, George Cronje, Jaden Hendricks on the bench. So, obviously, Grant Williams, as I said, is now appears to be the starting scrum half for that Sharks team. Bota Chamberlain and Rohan Jansa van Rensborg round out the lineup for the Sharks. For the Lions, we'll get to that here shortly. Pack weights 901, 895. The Sharks with a slight advantage, just 6 kgs. Mornay Vandenberg to put this in. Bind. I think Mornay Ferreira is the official. Set. And that ball comes forward a little bit in the scrum. Somebody needs to kick it back. They finally do. Vandenberg will be able to pick it up. He does. He dumps it off to the sideline. Edwin Vandenberg is on the loose. Werner Koch takes him down to the 10-meter line. Koch tries to jackal that ball, but unsuccessful. And the Lions are on the move. Up, ball squirts loose. And Funderberg has to make a tackle back there on Hanro Jacobs. Now the Sharks coming down the far sideline. Fossey with the ball. He's driving over midfield. Taken down there. Mapimpi in for the ruck. The ruck is forward, but we have a penalty for not releasing the ball. Afide Fossey did not release the ball. What a shame for the Sharks. Beautiful movement there. Wow. My goodness. 6 minutes in now. We finally had some excitement in this game. Ed will find him providing initially, and then Fossey on the other side for the opposite team. And a lot of people sitting in that brutal sunshine in the summertime. I've been there myself. It's the wrong side of the stadium to sit, on that east side of the stadium. A lot of people sitting on the shady side, too. Good crowd here for Durban. Best one in a while. Don't know what the numbers are, but hopefully they'll announce the attendance. They have a bad habit of not doing that, or doing it rather surreptitiously because they're embarrassed at how few people come to these games. But this one's not too bad. 6:42, 0-0. PJ Bota to throw this in for the Lions for their line out on the sun side of the field. Sloppy line out, but they come away with it. Ball's tossed up in the air to Rich Creel. Creel goes forward. Oh, here come the Lions driving inside. It's Ruud Venter down to about 15 meters. What a big carry. And the Lions are playing advantage here. Oh, Mornay Funderburg picks and goes. He's over. It's a try to the Lions. Oh, a knock on. No try. Going to be a knock-on by the Lions. So no try to Mornay Funderburg. What a hell of an effort there. He just picked it up and went with it. Tap and go from the penalty. So now they're going to go for the post, are the Lions, right here in front of the post. Not retreating 10 meters is the penalty called against the Sharks. Oh, the Sharks are total disarray. I mean, could you have any more Springboks and have a worse team than they have? My goodness. And they're going to kill me in Super Brew because I picked them to win by 5. Sanili Nohamba playing the role of fly half, the traditional scrum half for the Lions. He has slid very comfortably into that fly half position. Hello to Chris Marie, Leovin, and Fleshin. And it's good. Nohamba puts it over. It's 3-0 Lions, just like that. Wow. Lions out in front on the road in Durban. All right, we're going to restart this bad boy. From midfield, Kerwin Bosch kicks it. Well, it looks like it's coming to the near side in the shade. Shade now covers about 80% of the field. Oh, is that ball lost? No, Landsberg managed to come down with it. Darian Landsberg, the big lock. Mornay Funderburg being told to use it. A lot of turf torn up here. PJ Bota with the carry now. He's taken down over there by Hanro Jacobs and a host of other Sharks, including Oxen Shea. Mornay Funderburg pulling it along the turf. He's going to get a use it call here in a second. Box kicks it. That's not going to go very far. And it's challenged by Funderburg, but I think it's knocked on. No, it's fair ball, fair play, says Mornay Ferreira. They go back the other direction, and Kuhn Horn kicks it down the pitch. And it's going to be taken about 30-meter line by Kerwin Bosch, who runs into a wall at midfield, driven backwards. Is that Landsberg? It's all over him. Or Chichuka. It was Chichuka. So the Sharks driven back to the 10-meter line. Ruck form. Williams brings it out. Sends it over to Chrubla. Chrubla met there by PJ Bota. And I can't see who the other player is. Sharks not getting anything going on here. Fossey now will clear this down the pitch. Chase is on by the Sharks near over in the sun. Tough catch over there. Creel can't get it. And then it's taken in a touch. Taken in a touch by the Lions. It'll be Sharks line out. Fossey kicks that into the sun. Makes it difficult for everybody to see. Man, look at that. Emmanuel Chichuka just buried Kerwin Bosch. Sent him back about 5 meters watching the replay here. 10 minutes, 12 seconds in the contest now, folks. Not straight, but they get away with it. The Sharks have a crooked line out, but they get away with it. Into a maul now. Lions adjusting to that maul. Sharks maul not really advancing anywhere at the moment. Call to use it once. Going sideways. Grimes Williams at the back of there, ready for the ball. Williams gets his hands on it. Pulls it out. Oh, nearly gets tackled with the ball, but gets it away to Fenta. Fenta now fighting off tacklers. Dodging, going forward. Mornay Vandenberg finally takes it down. A little scrum half. Grant Williams picks it up. Oh, nice tackle there by the... And then Oxenche picks up the mess. The Sharks are playing advantage. Easy 3 points here if they don't get anything else going. Grant Williams trying to get the ball. He does. Goes the other side. Kerwin Bosch to Fenta on the outside to Makazole Mapimpi. But Mapimpi's taken down like a cheap trick. They're going to come back. Mapimpi can't fight off a guy half his size and gets tackled by him. And the Sharks pretend that they're going to go for a quick tap and go, but they can't bring it back. Not releasing in the tackle is the call. So Kerwin Bosch will likely go for the post, waiting for instructions from his captain, which is Lucan Yoam. They're going to go for the post. So Sharks going for the post, 11:29 here in the game. While we're waiting for this kick, let's go ahead and give you the lineup for the Lions here, which we didn't have a chance to do. At the fullback, it's Kuhn Horn once again. Richard Creel on the right wing. Henko van Wyk. And Marius Lowe in the center. Marius Lowe, of course, is the captain. Edwil van der Mev on the left wing. Sanili Nohamba is your fly half. Mornay Vandenberg, the scrum half. Franke Horn wearing the number 8 jersey. We haven't called his number yet. Ruan Fenta. Emmanuel Chuchuka. Darian Landsberg. Ruben Skuman. And then in the front row, it's Asenati Nlabakanye. PJ Bolton, JP Smith. Off the bench, Jakob Fisagi is the backup hooker. Morgan Naude, Ruan Smith, Reinhard Nothnago, Hanra Sergel, JC Pretorius, and that's going to be true and straight through the middle by Kerwin Bosch to tie the game up at 12:20 in the contest, 3-3. JC Pretorius, Jordan Hendrickson, and Reinhard Jonka. That's the bench for the Lions. So now we have a score 3-3, less than 13 minutes into the contest. Sharks draw second blood, not first blood. .12:44. Kuhn Horn restarts this ball. It's not even. It's going about that 30-meter line. Knocked forward by Chuba, but then knocked forward by Mornay Vandenberg. That should be a scrum to the Lions, but no play stopped here. Finally, the whistle blows. Should be a knock on this way, then a knock on this way. Should be Lions scrum. Chuba just knocked that thing forward, and then Mornay Vandenberg did the same thing. Great opportunity there for the Lions for open field play, but they pooch it. Chuba up high in the air. No one touched it but him. Goes forward. Then right off the feet of Mornay Vandenberg. Tough break for him. It bounced right at his shoes. 13-19 in the first half from Kings Park in Durban, folks. Down on the East Coast to South Africa. Welcome to the program. Thanks for tuning in. Appreciate you being here. This will be our only game of the day, as I don't cover the French League or Premier Rugby. So, at least we have a game this weekend. I was concerned we would not have a game, but we do have a game today, and here it is. The Sharks, bottom dwellers in United Rugby Championship. And when I say bottom dwellers, oh my goodness. Possession thus far, 58% for the Sharks. Territory, 69% in their favor, but not looking impressive. Crouch, bind, set. Ball's in the pipe. Mornay Vandenberg waiting for it to come out of the back. The scrum is holding up. Told to use it. He digs it out. Goes to the middle of the pitch. Into the hands of Marius. Low goes forward. Mornay Vandenberg comes this side. Oh, here come the Lions inside the 22. But they, look like they were in touch. I think he missed the boot. He was looking at the player and not his feet. Lions got away with one there. Oh, there's a knock on. They're not going to get away with that. Oh, man, the Lions. I'm pretty sure his boot was in touch. Who is that? Ruben Skuman muffs that. He gets a bad pass, and he muffs it. So now it'll be a scrum to the Sharks at their 22. Things were looking really rosy there for the Lions momentarily, but it just all went sideways. 14:44 the contest, Kings Park, Durban, South Africa. Down on the East Coast, summertime. But there's lots of shade on the pitch. The players seem to be okay. We got Grant Williams getting a little bit of treatment right now. Down on one knee on the pitch. Physio's out there. I don't know if they're going to tape something up or what's going on here. He must have got popped in the mouth because they're treating his mouth there. Oh, yeah. Oh, he got Werner Kolk's head right into his mouth. My goodness. Ooh, Werner Kolk making the tackle there on Henko van Wyk. And Grant Williams is the victim of that huge, hard cranium of Werner Kolk. My goodness. Tough break for Grant Williams. John Plumtree, virtually winless coach in this competition, just one victory. Neil Powell up there also, former Blitzbach. coach, incredibly successful. We miss him with the Blitz box, who are struggling right now. But then we simply miss, ladies and gentlemen. Miss. Real sevens competition, not this garbage that's going on now. Ruined by World Rugby, the sevens, spelled without proper spelling, and not even being played in London or Vegas anymore. No, thank you. Nobody can even follow it. Their hideous website. It's still a break in the action here. Let's take a look at the table, folks. Leinster at the top, despite their loss. So at the top of the table, we've got Leinster, 34 points, 7 wins, 2 losses, 6 bonus points. Benetton, 7 wins, 1 draw, 1 loss, 32 points. Then comes Glasgow and Ulster, 6 and 3, both of them. But Glasgow has the bonus points of 7, so they're up by 3 points. Then Edinburgh in 5th place. The Bulls and Stormers come at 6 and 7. The Osprey, a Welsh side, has made it into playoff contention at 5 wins, 4 losses, 25 points on the log. We're finally ready to get started, restart here. 14 minutes, 45 seconds. 3 handling errors from the Sharks thus far, 1 from the Lions. Joel Stransky in the booth for the television coverage for this one. Bind. Set. Grant Williams says, no. And Morning Ferrer agrees. They're going to blow the whistle and restart this. Okay. How is the Sharks team so discombobulated? Double, back-to-back World Cup winners. Loaded with World Cup winners. Loaded with Springboks total, but World Cup winners. You got Lucanio Am, Makazole Mapimpi, Grant Williams, Eben Etzebeth, Oxenshea, all on the pitch right now. And they are not even remotely impressive at the moment. Crouch. Bind. Set. Grant Williams to put it in from the far side. Scrum is holding up. And Williams digs it out, sends it over to Kerwin Bosch. Bosch goes wide to Lucanio Am, to Makazole Mapimpi on the outside. Grant Williams comes back in this Pepsi Buthelezi with a carry now. Nice carry up to the 10-meter line. Now the Sharks looking a little bit more impressive here. Ruck form as Grubela gets over there. Grant Williams, one of the most exciting and dynamic scrum halves in all of South Africa. Williams now kicks it high into the air. The chase is on. And why are we staring at back here? They got the ball, the camera on the wrong side of the pitch. Finally, we get caught up. Mornay Vandenberg digs this ball out. Labakanye. Mornay Vandenberg throws it deep back to Kuhn Horn. He kicks it high into the air. Chase is on past midfield. And that's obstruction. Whoa, what the heck is that? Clear obstruction by the Sharks, not called. My goodness. Kerwin Bosch now dancing on the outside. Should not be the Sharks' ball. Lucanio Am with the ball. Sends it to Makazole Mapimpi. Mapimpi's on the outside. Down inside the 10-meter line. The tackle's made. Ball dug out by Williams. Into the hands of Etzebeth. And he is taken down by Marius Lowe. Here we come. Grubela with the carry now. Now the Sharks got a little bit of excitement here. Got some phases and they're picking up meters on the side. Lucanio Am to the outside. Nice pass to Fassi. Fassi dances inside. He's down to the 22. Ball's placed. Grant Williams goes back to the middle. Here come the Sharks into the hands of Jandre Labuskakny at the 22. Grant Williams to the near side. Fassi once again. Fassi has Werner Koch on his wing, but he's going to do it all by himself and get tackled by little Kuhn Horn. Oh, the ball left on the pitch, but picked up. It went backwards. Oh, it bounces in the air and into the hands of a Lion. Knocked on by the Sharks. Picked up by Kuhn Horn. He's tackled. My goodness, got exciting there for a moment, folks. 17:37 in the first half. Sharks defense adjusting, but the Lions have the ball, have put a stop to that Shark attack. Mornay Vandenberg, Bucks kicks it. I'm going to go for touch. He does. And they're going to bring back into play. Fassi throws it back to Mapimpi. Mapimpi over midfield to the 10-meter line, looking for space. Dancing through the middle and right into a wall. Boom. He's down. Grant Williams. Lucanio Am dancing, gets through a tackle, but then taken down by the little guy once again. Into the middle, here it comes. Sharks trying to do something. Ball, nice tackle there. Fassi picks up the mess, but they lose about 10 meters. And now Darian Landsberg has a hold of the Sharks. The Sharks are going backwards. Grant Williams at the ruck, trying to get some help over there. Calls over Fez Mbata. And Hanro Jacobs, give him a little bit of space for this box kick. He's going to kick it from outside the 10-meter line. Just short of midfield. Goes down to about 26 meters. And up in the air, who's got it? Morne van der Berg comes away with it. And Heiko van Wijk dances. Was that Edwin van der Merwe? Can't see. It is van der Merwe. Picked up and buried by 3 Sharks, including Werner Kok and Oxenche. The little Edwin van der Merwe picked up in midair and thrown backwards. Labakanye now with a carry for the Lions. Outside the 22 at about 26 meters. We'll see Morne van der Berg taking his time. Get this ball out of that ruck. He's getting some help. Morne Ferreira, the official said use it. Oh, nearly chased down by Eben Etzebeth. He's in trouble. Morne van der Berg. But his knee's on the ground. Tackle not called. Come on, Morne Ferreira, get your act together. The Sharks have to release. Tackle is made. What a great chase down by Eben Etzebeth. Upsets the entire apple cart. Oh, he's bleeding profusely. Morne van der Berg is pouring blood out of his forehead. Morne, we're going to have a blood bin here. I mean, there's a lot of blood gushing off his face. And the officials have not seen this. Van der Berg got blood everywhere. Fossey at midfield now. Kicks it to the far side inside the 22. It's going to be a 50-22. Where is it? No, I don't think it was. I think it was past the 50. So nice kick by Fossey will slow things down. But Morne van der Berg got blood everywhere. Are we going to stop play for this or what? Back in the day, you had to have a blood bin for this. We're going to take the water break. We're at 20 minutes and 6 seconds. We're going to stop, I think, for treatment for Morne van der Berg, who has, from that hit from Eben Etzebeth, he had blood everywhere. You could see him laying on the, and there he is getting treatment now, his forehead. So actually, given that he's bleeding out his forehead, there had to be contact there. Can we go back and see if there was foul play by Eben Etzebeth? Let's go back and see if there was foul play, because you don't bleed from the head unless there's contact. People don't just suddenly start bleeding from their head. Now, it may be a contact initiated by Van der Berg, but I don't think so, the way he was just picked up and buried there. Water break, 20 minutes into the contest, folks. Wow. Whew, my goodness. Not exactly an exciting game, is it? Chris Murray, Leo Vinyasa from Landsberg, Fleschen here. The breakdown, Lions fan here. Cannot believe how poor the Sharks are this year. I like John Plumsher's coach, but somehow the team's not going well. Agreed, breakdown. Thank you for being here. I was going to wear my Lions jersey for the first half and switch to the Sharks jersey for the second half, but I had a hard time finding it. You know, I've got about 150 rugby jerseys, and apparently I didn't put it on the right rack that I thought I put on. I was short for time because I was prepping for my news broadcast earlier. So I just grabbed the Sharks jersey. But yeah, I would have worn the Lions jersey in the first half. Welcome for being here, Breakdown. The Lions are much better this year than they have been the past 2 years in the URC. And I think Sanili Nohamba playing fly half has been a godsend for them, in my view. Some really good play, of course, out of Marius Lowe as usual. And also Kuhn Horn has stepped up and played very well for them. Off the bench, I really enjoy Jaco Fisagi coming up and Hanru Sergil. Of course, JC Pretorius is always a delight to watch. But thanks for being here, Breakdown. Appreciate it. Timestamps. There we go. So that was about 15 minutes ago. I hope you're still here. Hester Kotze, welcome to you. Leovin. Garrett is here. And Jean Raynell says, hope the Lions win. They need it. Sharks are already out. Exactly. And Friend Corp says, Stormer lurking. I'm with you. I'm right here. More exciting than my afternoon, says Hester. All right. Well, 20 minutes and 6 seconds into the contest. It is 3-3 Lions and Sharks from Kings Park in Durban. Right, folks? We're behind Forever Sports with current viewership. Not that we're keeping score. They have 63,000 viewers. Line out successful for the Lions. They're going to get it back to the hands of Sanini Nohamba, who'll kick it from about his goal line, looking for touch. He doesn't find it because Mapimpi throws it back in to Fossey. Fossey dances inside the 10-meter line. First tackler misses, but then he's brought down by Ruben Skuman. Grant Williams digs it out. Oxenche into Labakanye. And when he gets the better of Labakanye, Grant Williams, Kerwin Bosch. Here come the Sharks. Okanyo Fenter to Werner Kok finally has the ball in his hand. And he's tackled inside the 22 at about 18 meters away. Grant Williams will dig it out. It's close to the touchline over here. They throw it in. Nice carry there by Jandre Labaskakne right in the middle of the pitch. Grant Williams feeds it over to Bosch. Bosch to Etzebeth. Etzebeth to Fenta. Fenta to on the outside, here come the Sharks. Fossey and Makazole Mapimpi will get the try in the corner for the Sharks. And finally, some life in the Pilchards as Makazole Mapimpi gets the try in the corner. And for the first time in donkey years, Kings Park has something to cheer about. little bit of an exaggeration there, but hey, why not? Makazole Mapimpi with the try in the corner for the Sharks. Nice build up there. You could see it coming. The Lions found themselves out of position, and Mapimpi goes into the try zone unmolested and gets a try for the Sharks. Will we have to stop calling them the Pilchards? Maybe. We'll see. So Mapimpi with his try. Going to be a difficult kick conversion now for Kerwin Bosch, who will line it up. So let's go ahead and get that try on the board. That was clean. No reason for a review. So Sharks, Mapimpi. Makazole Mapimpi, Springbok legend, gets a try. Guy I thought might be past it, but he proved it. He's still there this season. Kerwin Bosch, difficult kick from the corner, 22-10 in the contest. Just waiting for his kick. Bosch looking a little gassed there. Did a lot of running on that try. Here comes the kick. It looks pretty good. Is it going to be inside? It's inside. No, it's good. Flags go up. 10-3. Sharks out in front. Nice kick by Kerwin Bosch. And the Sharks are leading, which helps my Super Brew. I had Sharks by 5. They're up by 7. That gets me the bonus point. I'm loving it. It's like McDonald's. Beautiful pass by Fossey to get to Mapimpi on the wing. You knew it. The moment that Lukanyam had that ball, and you could see that Fossey and Mapimpi were out there on the wing, this thing was a fait accompli. Kuhn Horn restarts the ball. It's going to come down deep into 22. Take him, oh my goodness, back there by Labaskakny, who falls down at the 3-meter line, gets up and goes because the Lions are slow to get to him. But the Sharks deep in their own territory now, 10 meters out. Ruck formed. Grant Williams is going to dig this out. He's got Hrubla right in front of him. Here comes the kick from Grant Williams. Down the pitch. Will he find touch? No, it stays in play. Taken down there by Nohamba. Over to Kuhn Horn, about midfield. Kuhn Horn looking for space, but there's nothing there. He runs into Fenta, and he's taken down outside the 10-meter line. Lions ruck is formed. The big boy's coming over to dig it out. J.P. Smith playing the role of scrum half. Comes wide. Nice left on the outside. Oh, Fundamental kicks it down. It's going to go in the try zone. But the Lions were bumped out of the play, and no one could catch up to it. So it'll be a goal line drop kick for the Sharks. Nice effort there by Edwil Fundameva, but the Lions did not give a good chase. Still weird for me seeing Fundameva playing for the Lions. Used to play for somebody else. 60 people currently here. Be sure to hit the like button, folks, if you don't mind. That doesn't cost you anything but a moment of your time. I mean, honestly. That was easy. Hit the like button. All right. Down the pitch goes Kerwin Bosch. That's a nice kick past midfield. Taken down there by the Lions. My goodness, what a carry by Ruan Fenton. Down to about the 30-meter line. He picked up a good 25 meters on that carry before he was tackled. Morne Vandenberg sends it over to Nohamba. Nohamba to Marius Lowe. That ball floats on the outside. Here come the Lions. Oh, my goodness. Nice pass back to the inside into the hands of Henko van Vyk. They're inside the 22. Morne Vandenberg back to Nohamba. Marius Lowe with the carry. He kicks it. Oh, it bumps off his own player and into the arms of Marius Lowe. So what is that? You can't kick it in your own player? It's going to be Sharks ball? I'm not really sure what that call is. 24-50 here in the first half. That was exciting, but it stopped instantaneously. Marius Lowe tried to kick it over the top and give chase, but it bounced off the back of one of his teammates. Everybody's out of gas. I just heard hooker down. You don't hear that very often outside the field of prostitution. Hooker down. Sorry, folks. Couldn't resist that dad joke. Oh, yeah. It was right off the back. Was it Landsberg or Chichuka? Can't see who it was. Yep. So he kicks it into his own player's back. So I guess you can't do that. That would be a cool technique if you could do it. 25 minutes on the clock. We're stopped. Treatment, I think, of the Lions hooker is down. No, Sharks. Fez and Bata is down then. We have a hooker down, folks. A hooker down. So still no chat coming through. You guys can feel free to chat all you want there. Hester said it's more exciting than her afternoon. John Plumtree looking a bit nervous up there. I wonder how serious the commitment of the Sharks is to Plumtree. Neil Powell had a better season last year. While we wait for the treatment for Fez and Bata, let's take a look at the rest of the log. In 9th position through 16th and out of the playoff race at the moment are Connick at 5 wins, 4 losses, 24 points in the log. Munster in 10th position, 4 wins, 1 draw, 4 losses, 24 points. Cardiff in 11th position, 9 games played, 3 wins, 1 draw, 5 losses, 21 points. The Lions, 3 wins, 4 losses, 7 bonus points, 19 points on the log. Scarlets, 2-7, 12 points. Zebra Parma, 1 win, 1 draw, 7 bonus points, and 12 points on the log, which, by the way, is a record for them. And they've got a little less than half the season to top that. They've never had more than 11 points in a season before. And they've got it this year with all those bonus points and the draw. Dragons, 2 wins, 7 losses, 10 points. And the Sharks in last place, 16th position, 1 win, 7 losses, just 4 bonus points with 8 points. Bind, set. Grant Williams puts it in. Oh, the Sharks are winning the better of this one. They get a penalty. They win the scrum. The Sharks have won the scrum. And tap and go by Grant Williams. Kerwin Bosch. Oh, but Fenter is buried there by Marius Lowe. Lowe, unhappy about how he was drug off the pile. Grant Williams. I'm not really sure why Grant Williams did a tap and go. The Sharks, they're playing advantage now. They only gained 5 meters here when they could have kicked it down the pitch. High tackle against the Lions is called. So now the Sharks, hopefully it's Labakanya who made the high tackle. He says, hey, it's on me, brother. So Labakanya with the penalty. Now they're going to kick it for distance here. I mean, didn't make any sense. Grant Williams thought he saw something there, but the Lions adjusted, and they only gained about 5 or 6 meters, so they could have been down the pitch a long way in that previous penalty. So now Kerwin Bosch will kick for some territory here, and it depends on the mark. It looks like it's not bad, actually. So, Lions retreat. Oh, yeah. Oh, big. Oh, he's lucky to get a card on that. Ooh, that's a high tackle there, and look how he bumped into Grubler's head. Grubler turned his head, hits him in the shoulder. Yeah, it's not head-to-head, it's shoulder-to-head, but it could have been a card if they wanted to look at it. Yeah, that's a tough one. Line out, and the Sharks successful. Grant Williams over to Bosch. Bosch into the hands of Francois Fenta, who's tackled. They're going to go wide. Lucanio Am now. Henko van Wyk got his hands all over him over there. Or is it Franke Horn? Franke Horn. Sharks over the gain line. Fenta throws it back. Sloppy pass. Luckily, it's going to be a knock-on, though, against the Sharks. Yeah, it went backwards on the pass, but then knocked forward. Pepsi Buthelezi. Sloppy ball handling by the Sharks there is going to turn the ball over to the Lions and stop a promising Sharks attack. Francois Fenta released it, and it's knocked down by Pepsi Buthelezi. But it's a tough break for Pepsi Buthelezi. That ball, you never even saw it. It just hit him in the arm. So it'll be a Lions scrum. 27-30 in the first half. Just 1 try in this game. That one scored by Makazola Mpimpi just a little while ago, folks. Thanks for tuning into Rugby Ascetic. Do appreciate your patronage. If you want to support this channel, give us a like and become a subscriber. Help us grow the channel. Still, that elusive 5,000 subscribers has not come yet. By the way, my music for my opening, I didn't do it today because I'm getting harassed. My music for my opening is mine. It has been for the past 3 years. It's public domain. It's available, and now people are fraudulently claiming that it's theirs, and so they're demonetizing my videos, so I had to delete that. So I'll have to come up with a new opening probably sometime soon. This constant misuse of public domain music by these little fly-by-night outfits claiming copyright on YouTube, and YouTube allowing it when the music is clearly in the public domain. What they allow is anyone that claims a copyright, they let them get away with it, and you have to refute it. So all these shysters come out there and steal your earnings off of your content by fraudulently claiming that it's theirs when it's public domain. Very frustrating. YouTube should be required to confirm whether something is in the public domain before they attach a copyright claim to something. Crouch. Bind. Set. And what's more disturbing is they allow multiple companies to make the same claim. You have to fight all of them for a public domain. Mornay Fundenberg to dig it out of the back. He does. He's got a bowl cut. What a stupid haircut Mornay Fundenberg's got. I just noticed that. That ball goes straight in a touch by Nohama. That's a big mistake by the Lions fly half. It's going to come all the way back and be Sharks ball. Shame. Shame. Went straight in a touch. That's going to be painful for the Lions. You can ill afford that. 30 minutes here on the clock in the first half. Decent-sized crowd there in Durban, folks. I suppose people went to the game because they probably don't have electricity. Nothing else to do, right? Here we go. 29-30 in the game. Here's a lineup. Fez and Bata to throw it in. Line out successful to Eben Etzebeth, but I think most of the crowd's not watching Etzebeth, but they're watching this little bleach blonde walk up in the stands. Fenter to Lucanio Am down to just short of the 22 on the near side. Here comes Grant Williams. He feeds it back behind him. Nice pass to Mapimpi, but the Lions were there, and they make the tackle pretty quickly. That's a forward pass to Grant Williams, but not called forward. That's going to be a maul. Crackle finally, he released the tackle. So Grant Williams gets a knee down. Eben Etzebeth charges into the line. Back inside the 22, but tackled there. Sharks looking for more here in the first half. Into the hands of Hanru Jacobs. Jacobs is tackled inside the 22. Grant Williams dig his ball out. We're going to go for a drop goal here. Yep, Kerwin Bosch for a drop goal. Looks good. Did he get it? He gets it! Kerwin Bosch with a drop goal. Takes out to a 10-point lead. Now that is some smart rugby right there, ladies and gentlemen. Nothing happening in the middle. Back and forth. Nothing at the gain line. So they go for the drop goal. They slot Kerwin Bosch right there in the cockpit. And Kerwin Bosch successfully converts the drop goal. I'm sure Joel Stransky, who's calling this game for Supersport, would love that. Love that drop goal. 31:04, and the Sharks on the restart have it. Etzebeth in on the ruck. Ball squirts loose. Grant Williams screws up, but Labaskakny picks it up. The Lions get back on side. The Sharks will have to win every game the rest of the way if they want to contend for that last playoff spot. Kicked high into the air by Grant Williams. Fundamentovich taken out by Werner Kalk, but then Morning Fundamentovich picks it up. Sonny Nohamba over to Kuhnhorn. Kuhnhorn kicks it down the pitch. Will it stay in touch? Nope. Kuhnhorn kicks it straight into touch. Another stupid mistake by the Lions. My goodness, that last one cost them 3 points as they gave the Sharks great field position, then defended well. Kuhnhorn and Sanina Nohamba now with two stupid kicks straight into touch. Not what the Lions need. Not what the Lions need here, folks. Mamour Zabas, hey. Yes, Hendricks plays like an old man, and he needs a haircut. Can't AI help stop this thing from happening? What thing? Gypsy Backpackers, welcome to you. Hendo, good to see you showing up there. Right, 32 minutes now. Sharks out to a 13-3 lead, and they have the ball in good position. Fez and Bata getting treated again. This is not a good sign. We have to see Kieran Van Vuuren come into this game early. It's his second treatment. Don't know what's going on with Fez and Bata. Has he got something pulled? Has he been hit somewhere? So with Dan Justa and Bongi Ambanabi not available, they're going with Fez and Bata, and Kieran Van Vuuren are the Sharks. So it looks like we're finally going to start, and Bata will stay in the game. 6 lineouts by the Sharks. They won them all. The Lions have had 3, and they've lost 1. Approaching halftime here, Fez and Bata will throw it in. Etzebeth and Grubla over there. Who's going to get it? Grubla. And they form, and they bring it out. Here comes Grant Williams to the hands of Francois Fenta to Kerwin Bosch. Does the dummy back to Makazole Mapimpi. Mapimpi goes forward. He's tackled. Grant Williams back to the middle of the pitch. To Etzebeth, to Bosch. Bosch outside Oxenche. Francois Fenter through the 22, and there he goes. 10 meters. Oh, he's tackled at the 5-meter line. Try-saving tackle made there by the Lions. Richard Creel. Oh, my goodness. The Sharks now 6 meters away. And Grant Williams is going to sneak in on the wing. Did he get there, or did he get into touch? Grant Williams picks it up and goes to the very narrow outside edge. We're going to have to see a replay whether that was good or not. A brilliant try by Grant Williams if it stands. That was spectacular. A try-saving tackle by Creel there, all set up by Francois Fenta with a huge line break. And the Sharks are rolling. Let's see this. Good. Oh, that's a try, baby. That's a try all day long. What an incredible try by Grant Williams. An absolutely incredible try. Maintain possession of the ball all the way to the ground. Downward pressure. Absolutely brilliant stuff by Grant Williams. I told you, folks, this guy should have been a starting scrum half in the World Cup more frequently than he was. My goodness. Grant Williams, par excellence here. Yep. My goodness. Kerwin Bosch with another difficult conversion from the sideline. Now I lost some points on the Super Bowl, but I did pick the Sharks to win this one. 33-52 as we get closer to halftime. Sharks got to be feeling a lot better about their play there. Man, Francois Fenter was on the loose. He's like the Blade Runner, Oscar Pistorius. He's on the loose. That's going to miss inside by 10 meters. That's no good. So it's 18-3. You can't blame Bosch. That's a tough one. 18-3. Wow, 15-point lead now for the Sharks, which is 10 points more than I predicted. Crowd pretty happy about it, waving the Sharks flags up in the booth. Grant Williams, once again, proving what a stud he is. But that was all set up by Francois Fenter with a huge line break. And all a consequence of Kuhnhorn kicking the ball into touch and it coming all the way back for a Sharks lineout. Just like the previous 3 points. So that just cost them 8 points. 2 stupid mistakes by the Lions cost them 8 points. And here's the restart. Labuskakne gets it at the 5-meter line. He's crawling. Come on. That's crawling. He's crawling on the turf. No call made. Oh, they actually get a penalty for the Lions being offside. But the Sharks were crawling on the turf. Labuskakne moved his knees while on the ground. This is crap. Morty Ferrer needs to get his head out of his backside. Oh, then they're going to come back for the penalty. Never onside were the Lions. But Jandre Labuskakne was crawling on the turf after he was tackled. Cannot do that. But that penalty's not called. It occurred right in front of Morty Ferrer. By the way, he has a nice haircut. Kind of studly looking. 35-20 in the first half, 18-3. It's the Sharks leading over the Lions, and some people might be surprised by this. I'm not. It's at home. This team is desperate. But to be fair, they look pretty much like shite here for the first portion of this game. Now looking a lot better. Kerwin Bosch looking for a little touchline here. 35-34. Sharks trying to get some more points before halftime. And that looks like a good kick. Where's the mark going to be? Down around the 10-meter line. Decent clearance kick. It'll be a Sharks lineout at the 10-meter line -1. They're going to come down here. Lions defense adjusting. 3 penalties on the Sharks, 4 on the Lions. Not too many penalties thus far in the game, but there's been room for a few more that haven't been called. Now, the question here for the Sharks is how long will Fez Mbata be able to go? He's been down twice. Is he okay? Here he is with a lineout. That's going to go deep. It's tipped up, knocked on by the Sharks, and then knocked on by Etzebeth. Double knock on there. Knock on Red. Red never touched the ball. I got to see that replay. He says the Lions touched the ball. I never saw the Lions touch the ball. Oh, the reason that Mornay Vandenberg looks so silly is that tape. It's skin color. Okay, let's see it again. I guess maybe that was touched by the Lions, but it didn't change direction by Frankie Horn. So, all right, so it's going to be a scrum to the Lions, or to the Sharks. Well, good call by Mornay Ferrer there. I didn't see that. Of course, I'm 6,000 miles away. Kind of hard to see it. He's right there on the pitch. 36-52, 2 tries to the Sharks, one by Makazole Mpimpi, the other an incredible try by Grant Williams. One of the most exciting 5-meter tries you're going to see. Bind. Set. Grant Williams to put it in from about the 10-meter line on the Lions side of the pitch. Less than 3 minutes left in the first half. Ball is dug out. Grant Williams through the middle. Kerwin Bosch over to kicks it over the top. The chase is on. Who's going to get there? Mornay Vandenberg gets there. He picks it up before 3 Sharks tackle him. Ball is placed. And the call is not rolling away. That's a good call. Boy, Mornay Vandenberg has been a superhero for the Lions, but with them trailing 18-3, no chance to be a man of the match here. Grant Williams so far is my man of the match for the Sharks. Nohamba now looking for touch. I'll give the Lions a line out with about 2 minutes remaining in the first half. Mornay Vandenberg, great job. Fossey was there, was there, and Mpimpi. And Fossey never rolled away, or not fast enough anyway. So it'll be a Lions line out from about 46 meters from the try line, so just short of midfield. Territory has been 72% in favor of the Sharks. No wonder they're winning 18-3. 72% in favor. PJ Bota now with the line up. That ball successful. Frankie Horn comes down. The Lions go into a ball, and they pick up some meters immediately, but then the Sharks adjust. Etzebeth in there pulling on Frankie Horn from behind at the shoulder. The Lions still going forward midfield. Still going forward. They picked up about 8 meters here. Still going forward. They picked 10, 12. Lions Mall still got some momentum here. Down to the 10-meter line they come. Inside the 10-meter line, Frankie Horn breaks free. He's tackled. And the ball comes out. It's stripped. Oh, then now it's in the hands of Makazole and Pimpy. Like 40 players over there, and nobody sees him. Finally, they tackle him at the 10-meter line. Sharks have the ball with just a minute left in the first half. Oxenche with a carry, but he's taken down. Chuchuka wouldn't let go of him. So we're down to the final minute here. Grant Williams to Bosch. Bosch kicks it short, little kick over the top. There's space back there, but it's taken on the run by Kuhn Horn. Kuhn Horn over the 10-meter line, tackled by Francois Fenta. Mornay find a bag to dig it out. Lions have some space to go here if they want to get some points. Labakanye to Edwin Findham of a tackle missed by Evan Etzebeth. He goes right by him. On the outside to Frankie Horn over the 10-meter line. But the Lions are about 20 meters short of where they were a few moments ago. And we have 20 seconds left in the first half. Landsberg's taken down. Man, the Sharks are quick to get there. Fundabag's got more blood pouring out of the bandage now. That wound is not closed up. 8 seconds in the first half. Fundabag kicks it away. Back there is Fossey. He takes it. He gets past the 10-meter line, up the midfield, finally tackled over there. And a penalty against the Sharks. Can they make this? Can Nohamba kick it from here? I don't think so. It's over midfield and at a tough angle. And a Shark player is down. Boy, look at Mornay Findabag. What a stud. Not releasing as the penalty. Can't see who's down. It's one of the front rowers, it looks like. Or is it James Fenta? Can't see. But Mornay Findabag's got blood seeping out of that tape that's around his head. Clock stopped at 40 minutes, 22 seconds in the first half. So let's recap this round. It started on Saturday, December 30th, a week ago. And it was Benetton over Zebra Parma 36-14 at Stade Moningo. In Edinburgh, the Edinburgh side came out on top of Glasgow Warriors 19-14. Then at home at DHL Greenpoint Stadium, these Sharks were on the road playing the Stormers, who managed to eke out a victory 16-15. On the 1st of January, New Year's Day, Connacht defeated Munster 22-9. The Osprey defeated Cardiff 27-21. And what's going on there? We got a new, thank you for the membership, 18 months there, Chris. For those of you tuning in, don't know any better why I might be saluting, I'm a retired U.S. Army colonel. That's a sign of respect. So I do that when people become, George Cronier is coming in. Somebody's being replaced here for the Sharks. So I do that. Dragons eked by the Scarlets and hurt me, 13-12. And then it was Leinster losing to Ulster, 22-21. That also hurt me. And then that's it for that round. This is the last game in that round. But there's other rugby going on today, folks. Other rugby going on today, but not URC action. Let's take a look at what other games are ongoing right now. We've got Palois versus Stade Rochelet. And Stade Francais versus ASM, as well as Racing 92 and Castres Olympique. Oh, Frankie Horn gets it. It goes forward. It's in touch. Is that going to be the half? That's going to be the half. Halftime. Wow. Halftime, Sharks rolling all over the Lions. Don't run off, folks. Stick with us. Stick with us. Oxenche headed off the pitch at Kings Park. The Sharks, the Pilchards, who've looked pretty poor this season, way out in front of the Lions here at halftime. Let's get the halftime marker up. There we go. All right, from the side. Hey, Chris, good to see you there. Uncle Duncan Shack is here. Lions being overrated all season. Well, yeah, but they managed to get some victories. But this kind of exposes them for, if they're losing to the last place team in the league and so decisively says something about them. But then the Stormers have been, they've been absent for stretches, 4 consecutive games. They played so poorly. But they've come back with a few victories now, and the Stormers find themselves in playoff contention finally, once again. So the South African sides, let's just review the South African sides here, folks. The South African sides, the highest placing South African side at the moment is the Bulls, who are 5 wins, 3 losses after losing to the Stormers. 26 points on the log because of those 6 bonus points. And they're ahead of the Stormers, who are 5 wins and 4 losses. They played one more game. Scored a lot less points. Their point differential is 50, while the Bulls have 112 to the surplus. So the Stormers and Bulls both have 26 points on the log, but the Stormers have played more games, hence they're in 7th position. Next for the South African sides, not till 12th, and that's the Lions with 3 wins, 4 losses, 7 bonus points, 19 points on the log. Desperately need a win here. With a bonus point victory here, they would have 24 points, which would not put them in playoff contention. They would be in 9th place, but they would jump up ahead of Connacht. No, they wouldn't. No, they wouldn't. They'd be 4-4. No, they would be ahead of Connacht because they would have played fewer games. Yep. And then last place, bringing up the rear, it's the Sharks, a team that everyone expected to be competing for the top of the log this year, but they are atrocious. Looking pretty good here today, though. 18-3 at the end of the first half. The Sharks in front. I'll tell you what, that try by Grant Williams was beautiful. That guy has a way of spotting space that's open and taking advantage of it. Absolutely beautiful dive by Grant Williams. He maintained possession, held his hand on that ball solidly. Good stuff. Well done by Grant Williams. As I said, folks, halftime at Kings Park in Durban, where the Sharks finally out in front of somebody, leading 18-3 at the half. Last time out, they scored 16 points. They already have more than that in the first half. So, gotta love it, folks. Gotta love it. Anyway, Kings Park, I've been there for a few different games, a few different times over the years. I made a mistake the first time I was there, sitting in the sun. Boy, that was brutal. Absolutely brutal. Not fun stuff. But the last time out, I was smarter. I knew to pick on the western side of the stadium to stay out of that sunlight. But the sun is now eclipsed, and virtually the entire field is cast in shadow, just one little tiny sliver on the southeast corner of the stadium. And Matthew Dixon's membership, thank you, Matthew. Must suck to be a Lions fan, says Matthew. That's funny. All right. So, other news. Apparently, we've got some movement from Saracens over to Racing 92, folks. Did you hear about that one? Saracens to Racing 92. A little bit of movement here as a famous rugby player is moving. That's right. Owen Farrell going to leave Saracens and play for Racing 92, joining world champion Sia Khaleesi. That is an interesting development. That's what they're saying. That's what the news are reporting, is that he is going to be playing for Racing 92. Good news for Racing 92. They've already got Sia Khaleesi. This is a nice boost for them. Let's take a look at that log over there and see how the French side is going. So, well, there's Google. Got it. Racing 92. Oops, what's going on there? Somebody else? Uncle Duncan Shack has become a member. Oh, we got Nick giving gifted memberships. Thank you for that, Nick. Uncle Duncan Shack, thank you. We've got Mimania coming up next. EMP Electrical. Mimania. Then we've got EMP Electrical. Chris Hartland. Connor Crowley. Hey, Connor, we recognize. He's an Irish rugby fan. So, what we got in here? So that's there's EMP Electrical. Congratulations and thank you, Nick Muller. It's very kind of you. I'm always trying to figure out what your avatar is. Is it a warthog? I can't figure that one out. And there's Chris Hartland. Congratulations, Chris. At least Connor Crowley and Matthew Dixon. Well, Matthew gets a free month of membership. Cool beans for Matthew. Connor Crowley. I'm eventually going to change those memberships and put some different symbols up there, but it's been hard to figure that one out. Maybe I'll put a little image of the Curry Cup, an image of the URC Champions Trophy, then the William Webb Ellis will be the top level or something like that. I'll change those. That's maybe an effort for later today. Psychoanalytic Thinking says, thank you. Nice commentary. Well, thank you for that psychoanalytic thinking. Lions fan. Yeah, the Lions, I think they made some change this year that made them a bit stronger. But as one of our other viewers said, they've been overrated this year. Perhaps. But they are close to playoff contention. So we'll see how it goes. The disappointment for me was the 4 losses by the Stormers, 2 of which were wholly unnecessary. Poor performance. Now, Erica's gifted membership, so I'm going to stay right here and keep Erica's gifted 5 memberships. Thank you for that, Erica. I don't think we ever got Matthew Dixon's to come up yet. Mike. Hey, Mike is here. Hey, he's here in the States. Tocolo Damons. Okay, there's Mike. Mike is an American. He's listening in. That's pretty cool. Got Mike into the rugby. And Charles Van Onselen. We know Charles. Matt Canale. Matt Canale. Are you here, Matt? Matt Canale. Tocolo Damons. Congratulations to you. Yeah, Matt Canale, along with the scientist, are my 2 top competitors for the top of the log in our URC poll. If you don't know, folks, if you'd like to join, well, it's a bit late now. Viribus Unitas. All right, here in America, you had Johnny Unitas, we said, for that name. That's how we pronounce Johnny Unitas. Viribus Unitas. Thank you for joining us. And Charles Van Onselen. Congratulations. Bush Pig Avatar. Okay, Nick, that's okay. That makes sense. Bush Pig. But it's hard to see. It's so tiny. And, of course, Matt Canale is the last one here. Matt is a rugby selector extraordinaire. Another American. There's at least 2 Americans in that crowd who got gifted memberships there from America. That's Mike and Matt Canale, listening to South Africans play rugby and me call it. It's pretty awesome stuff, folks, growing the game of rugby. Racing 92. Let's take a look at where they are in the standings on the French side. Racing. Okay, wait. They've given me the standings for the Champions Cup, not for their French league. Well, they're not looking good in their pool. They are 0-2 from 2 games of the 4 games that get played in the Champions and Challenge Cup. So speaking of which, let's talk about that because that's what's coming up next time. We got the Bulls playing and we've got the Stormers playing. Stormers will be at home next time, and I think they're playing against but one of the French sides next week. Stade Francais, I think it is. Yep. Yeah, La Rochelle, the defending champions of the Champions Cup, are no wins from 2 games played. My goodness. But the Stormers have minus 8 points differential. They've won 1 of 2 games by beating La Rochelle, and they've got some work to do. They squandered a game against Leicester with a B side, and that still should have won the game. And, of course, Leinster, the top of the class, they're 2 for 2, 17 points in the log. That's the most points on the log for anybody. No one's even, 17, excuse me, 9. How can they have 17? 9. Yep. So that's your Champions Cup coming up in the next few weeks. Yeah, it's a very competitive Super Brew. In fact, let me take a look and see where we're at. I might have lost my first place perch based on what's actually happening right now. My goodness. You never know. So this has been a fun Super Brew, this pool. I mean, all the pools are fun, but this one's been a lot of fun. And not just because I've been in the lead most of the season. Let's take a look. Yeah, I'm still in first place, but I'm barely there. I'm only half a point ahead of Matt, and a little more than a half point over the scientist. Yep. But I went from first place to third place last time out. First time that's happened to me all season. And now back up to first place for the moment. Red has moved up 2 spots to number 4. Catching up there. But in the Challenge and Champions Cup, let's take a look at that for our pools. In the Challenge Cup, which is where I've done the worst, let's go ahead and take a look at it. Player number 1 is first. Mary Poppins is number 2. And Hansbull is number 5. And then we find ourselves, Matt Canale down at 17. And I moved up 5 spots from the bottom of the pool. I was bringing up the rear. Now I'm in 14th position based on my picks the last time out. So that's some good news for me. Now let's look at the Champions Cup where Matt and I are doing a bit better. So Hansbull is running away with that. The Scientist is second. Those guys are pretty consistent. Player number 1 is 4th. He was 6th, moved up number, well, I assume it's a he. Could be a she. Yep. And then I moved up 1 spot last time out from 10th. From 11 to 10, and Matt went down 2 spots, and he's in 11th position. So, yeah. But the difference there is just 3 points. I could catch up in that pool, but some of these pools it's not easy to catch up. But let's see what we got here. Yep, I had the Sharks winning this game. Boy, that Leinster game killed me, as did the Dragons game. Those were 2 disappointments. And then Munster just rolling over and playing dead in Connacht. That was, what the heck was going on there, folks? Very disappointing. Very disappointing. Very disappointing. All right, when I started mentioning likes for the channel, we had 30-something. Now we have 46, but that's a far cry from the 620 people who've tuned in for this contest. Well, it's the sleepy early days of the new year. Here in the United States, we've got Dark Brandon running around claiming that his opponent is a threat to democracy when this guy creates a ministry of disinformation. He censors American speech by illegally violating the Constitution with his Federal Bureau of Incompetence. He puts mandatory, illegal, unconstitutional jabs on Americans, suspends freedoms, and opens up our borders to criminal alien invaders. And this guy's talking about democracy ending under his opponent? All right, first half stats. Let's take a look at that, folks. 62% possession for the Sharks, just 38% for the Lions. 75 carries for the Sharks and just 36 for the Lions. Twice as many carries. And conversely, tackles made, the Sharks had to make just 39. The Lions had to make 77 tackles. And as far as distance, the Sharks are double up. Again, 265 meters made in the first half, 112 meters for the Lions. 5 penalties for the Sharks, 4 for the Lions. And at halftime, it is 18-3. Those are your halftime stats, folks. We're getting ready to get started here for the second half shortly. Yep. Anyway, so Racing 92. Let's take a look at something here. Trying to look at Racing 92, try to get to their French league here. Okay. Okay, they play in the pro or top 14, excuse me. I always want to forget that. It keeps its top 14. Where is the top 14? There we go. That's the website. That's what I want. France's top 14. Okay, let's take a look at where they stand on the table. Well, it's not showing me the table here. Huh. Trying to find this darn thing. 19,703. That's a big crowd for Durban of late. So the RC sets a record of some sort, I guess, for 1 week in attendance with this. $19,703. Not bad. Like I said, pretty good crowd for, for the Sharks. Trying to find the log here. Can't find what the standings are. I guess I could use Google to do that. There we go. Top 14 standings. There we go. Racing 92 is in top of the top 14, even though they're doing poorly in Champions Cup. Here we go for the restart. We're ready, and it's underway. Kuhn Horn kicks the ball down to about the 30-meter line, taken down there by Gerbela of the Sharks, and we're into the second half. Here we go. Grant Williams to dig it out. He kicks it over the top. 40 minutes, 17 seconds. We're in the second half now. At midfield, taken by Sanini Nohamba and buried by Eben Etzebeth, who lands on top of him the moment his feet touch the ground. Feidenberg digs it out. Looks like they've stopped the bleeding for him for now. Darian Landsberg with a carry for the Lions. I could stand with the Lions getting a try here. Marius Lowe on the outside. Nice pass. No look to Ed. Oh, backwards. Here come the Lions. They got something going here. Nice phases down to the 10-meter line, but we got a knock on. Shame. Feidenberg is... Oh, that's Kuhn Horn. I was going to say. So in the top 14, Racing is in first place. 7 wins, 4 losses. 41-07 in the second half. So this will be a scrum to the Sharks. Morning Ferreira getting everybody lined up. Looks like he's got eyeliner on. Or he's got some thick eyelashes. 41-27. Jacobs is out, replaced by Joel Hintz. For the Sharks. Hintz played Major League Rugby for the New England Free Jacks. So now we've got Major League Rugby players coming over to play in the URC. Exciting stuff there. And they're just mentioning what I just said. 42:05, clock still ticking as we get set up. Taking a long time to set the scrum. Crouch. Bind. Set. And it collapses. The whistle blows. Simultaneous collapse. Yeah, you could see that was weak on this side from the very beginning. It should have been against the Sharks. I think the Lions had a good point there. It wasn't simultaneous. Looked like Jill Hintz went down there. 19,700 attendance in Durban. Not bad. 42:54 in the first half. Crouch. Bind. Set. Grant Williams puts it in. This time the scrum holds up. Ball's available. Williams told to use it. He digs it out, feeds it to the middle. On Werner Kalk knocks it on. Picked up by the Lions, but they knock it on. Werner Kalk had a wide open field, and he muffed that one. Oh, shame. He was looking downfield and going, oh my God, salivating. He was probably going to have a line break there and go all the way down. Werner Kalk, and just took his eyes off of it and right off his fingertips. And then Nohamba couldn't secure it, so it's a double knock-on. It'll be the Lions' scrum. So 43-54 in the second half. Just 2 tries in this game, both scored by the Sharks. That second was a thing of beauty. Who's building a wind turbine? All right, folks, 44:08. Crouch. Bind, says Morning Ferreira. Set. Horn to put it in for the Lions. He does. And it looks like the Lions are winning this scrum. Will they get a penalty here? No, nothing called. There it is, finally, a penalty for the Lions. And Horn tries to tap and go, but they said nope. So swimming around the front row. So this is a makeable penalty, but the Lions need tries here, not 3-point conversions. So what are they going to do? Kick for the corner? Fenta was penalized there. James Fenta. So we will see the Lions kick for the corner, I would imagine. Oh, yeah, Fenta jumped into that hole. That's why. That was an easy penalty to call. That's why I called it earlier. It took a while for that signal to come up, though. Fenta's got a face full of snot or something. Nope, they're going to go for the post. Sanini Nohamba going to kick about a 44-meter penalty here. Wow, I'm surprised. It says 59 meters. Is that really 59 meters? Let's see where that placement on the pitch is. Can't believe that's 59 meters, even from an angle. 45-27. And Sanini Nohamba, long-distance kick here. That's not 59 meters. That's going to be good. No, it's short. Fossey kicks it into touch, so it was short. So Lions will get a line out here, but they gain nothing. They get a line out just a couple meters from where the kick was. Wow, that's disappointing for Lions fans. Nohamba was short. I didn't think he had the range, and he didn't. Maybe on the high veld he could have got that, but not down here at sea level. So it's a line out for the Lions. PJ Bota goes over to throw it in for the Lions from the Sharks' 41-meter line. And hit in the air by Etzebeth, but no penalty called. Ball dropped on the turf. The Lions come away with it. Morne Vandenberg dumps the ball back into the hands of Edwill Vandenberg, who dances around. Oxenche gets him down. Vandenberg to Ruben Schoolman. Bounces off 2 tacklers, including Hintz and Pepsi Buthelezi. Sharks trying to strip that ball. Gerblau, but unsuccessful. Lions still have it. Nohamba into the hands. Ball's available for Morne Vandenberg. He looks right, looks left, goes left. And they find Fundamev out there. And then Frankie Horn is out on the wing. He kicks it forward. It's up over the top. Ball's going to bounce inside the 22. The chase is on. Taken back there by Francois Fenter at the 5-meter line. Over to Fossey. He comes up to about 10 meters. Kicks it as he's about to be tackled. Finds touch. And depending on the mark, the Lions gain about 15 meters there. Line out on the near side of the pitch now for the Lions. 47-12 in the second half. 18-3 Lions trailing the Sharks at Kings Park in Durban. It's a nice job. Neil Diamond playing in the background at Kings Park. I've been inclined to believe. Anyway, Neil Diamond. This is a quintessential rugby song at this stage of history. Line out. PJ both to throw it in for the Lions. They've been a little suspect the last couple times. It goes deep. And it's tipped. It's pinched by the Sharks. They've got it back inside their 22. Francois Fenter to Kerwin Bosch. Bosch kicks it down the pitch. And that is a nice kick into touch. But we're going to come back for something. What are we coming back for? Oh, it was carried back inside the 22, so it's going to come all the way back. Bosch says, my bad. Yeah, I didn't realize it was carried back either. That's right. It was on this side. It was carried back. It's a good call by the officials. The play started outside the 22 on the far side of the field, and Bosch just forgot about that. So now the Lions somehow magically gaining territory here. Mistakes by the Sharks. So we're down to around the 22 now, the Lions, after that missed conversion by Nohamba. Chuchuka throws it away. It was meant for Marius Lowe, picked up by the Sharks. Here comes Lukanyoam on the outside. He's going to kick it down the pitch. That ball's going to go a long way as Nohamba chases it down. Gets his hands on inside the 22. That'll give him a chance to kick it into touch if he wants to slow things down. And he does. Oh, picked up over there by Fossey. He fakes the toss in, and it will be a Sharks line out from just about midfield. 48-56 second half action here, folks. No score so far in the second half. And the Sharks out in front, a team that's been struggling mightily in all competitions. Nothnagel comes in for Landsberg. Line out successful to Eben Etzebeth. Francois Fenta carries it up the midfield where he's taken down. Ball kicked over the top, chases on. Mapimpi's there, but it's caught by Kuhn Horn. He's tackled immediately by Mapimpi, back around his 30-meter line. Here comes Mornay Vandenberg over for that ruck to dig it out. Vandenberg comes to the near side, Nohamba. Vandemeva, Edwil Vandemeva dumps it on the outside to Franco Horn again. But we've got Francois Fenter there tackling him along with Makazole Mapimpi. So short of their 10-meter line are the Lions, almost 50 minutes gone. And they throw it over into the hands of Jandre Labaskakne. Mornay Vandenberg trying to work this out of, and finally we see Jandre Labaskakne roll out of there. High into the air. Nice high ball take by Kerwin Bosch. Very courageous. Richard Creel is there. Creel knocks it on. Unintentionally. And now not rolling away, but he's trying desperately to roll away. Eben Etzebeth tackled. Lions are playing, or Sharks playing advantage here because Creel's knock on. That advantage should be over soon. Kicked over the wing taken by Vandemeva, so that advantage is over. Kuhn Horn. Lukanyoam misses the tackle. Oh, high tackle right there by James Fenter right in front of Mornay Ferreira. No call as Kuhn Horn is grabbed around the neck and tackled. Oh, it is a penalty advantage. I didn't see it called. Nohamba. Here comes Nohamba on the near side. He's got space. Oh, Nohamba's on the loose. Out to Richard Creel. Down to the 22. Back to the inside. To Frankie Horn. He gets it back in the air to Edwil Vandenberg. The Lions are on the prowl. 10 meters out. Another advantage for a high tackle. The Lions driving. Bota goes down. Lions playing advantage down here deep in Sharks territory. Time for a try. Nohamba. Outside to Heiko van Wyk. Van Wyk gets through Eben Etzebeth and Lukanyoam. Two Springboks can't bring him down. They finally do. Labakanye Taken out by the knees by James Fenta. Ball's loose and picked up by Marius Lowe, but knocked on. Difficult ball. Only a couple inches off the ground. What is going on here? We got a stoppage of play here. Is he going to talk to the captain? He is. He's warning. All right, so Morty Ferrer went and told Lucanio, I'm going to high tackle over there, a high tackle over here, and then a no-arms tackle here. Discipline needs to improve. So there's a warning to the Sharks. All right, so they're going to take the penalty that was here on the near side. So high tackle. That one was a bit closer than where they're marking it at. That was pretty close, I thought. Go back 10, he's telling the Sharks. So 51-39 here in the second half. Lions with a chance for a try here to close the gap. And that helps my Super Brew out, so I have no complaints about that. Yeah, there's the high tackle there. All right, okay, he did see it. So James Fenter tackled Kuhn Horn. And then here's a no-arms tackle by Fenta. This is the same player. Reckless play. Oh, but he got hit in the back of the head with a knee. Yep. So Fenter guilty of 2 of those infractions. So what is going on here? What are we waiting on? 51-59, the clock is stopped. There's a long delay here. I'm not sure what it's for. Sharks, let's go. Whistle blows. Lions trailing 18-3, but a chance to get something here with a rolling maul and a successful lineup. But their lineouts have been dodgy. People dancing in the stands. This is a 5-meter lineout. PJ Bota throw it in for Lions critical. This is make or break their game right here. They need to close the gap. But Etzebeth has been a terror in that lineout. They go short. They get it. Frankie Horn. They're into a maul. Lions maul driving forward. Driving forward. Are they over? No. Penalty for collapsing the ball. Penalty try against the Sharks. That'll close the gap. Morty Ferrer walks under the post, puts the arm up. Penalty try. Number 5 is going to get a card. Gebrat Kerbla gets the card. My goodness. That'll change things around. Yellow card at 52-36. Well, that closes the gap. 18-10 now is the score on that penalty try. Yeah, that was obvious. They were just trying to collapse that maul. So the score tightens up a little bit. And now the Sharks are down to 14 players for the next 10 minutes. Labakani is stoked about that outcome. Very excited, as he should be. My card has been declined, says Matthew. Well, stop shopping at adult film stores. Go Guppies go, says Oh My 5 Pence. Here's the restart. Von Fury comes in from Mbata. I knew that was just a matter of time. That line out's inside the 22, taken over there by Ruan Fenta. So new hooker for the Sharks, Kieran Von Furen. Ball was touched by the Sharks, but it gets out to midfield, taken by Fossey. He's going to dance down the 10-meter line. Finally, Labakani meets him there. Grant Williams digs it out to Kerwin Bosch into the hands of Francois Fenter, who is just a demon out here. Grant Williams to Pepsi Buthelezi, Kerwin Bosch into the hands of Kieran Van Vuren, who just made his appearance on the turf. It's a turnover. The Lions steal it. Is the momentum shifting here? And Morne Feidenberg kicks it all the way down to about 30 meters where Makazole Mapimpi picks it up. He's charging up the midfield. Creel is there, but Creel doesn't make the tackle. It's Kuhn Horn. Richard Creel's over top the ball, but then taken off his feet. Hintz is tackled. Joel Hintz just over midfield. Fez and Bata rolls away. Morne Feidenberg rolls away. Whoops. And the official gets tangled up with Jean-Andre Labaskakne. Grant Williams is going to box kick this from midfield. Over the top it goes. Outside the 22. Who's going to get it? Creel goes up. Very brave take by Richard Creel in front of Makazole Mapimpi. Morne Feidenberg picks it up. Looks for space. He gets through Labascagné. Tackle at the 10-meter line. The Lions is momentum shifting here. Oh, knocked backwards, but recovered by the Sharks as it bounced on the turf. Etzebeth to Bush. Bush goes wide. Nearly dropped, but held onto by Fenta. Fossey now picked up and thrown to the ground. Nice tackle there by Emmanuel Chuka. And now James Fenta with the ball. The Sharks now have turned it around. Werner Koch with a carry. He's down to the 22. Grant Williams. Here we come on the outside. Hits to the 22. Taken down there by Marius Lowe. Grant Williams goes back to the center to Etzebeth. Etzebeth dances around the first tackle, but they're trying to get the ball out of his hands, and he's taken down at the 22. Sharks still at the ball. Bosch, Fossey. Fossey dances, nearly squirts through, but then taken down by J.P. Smith. Grant Williams now back to the middle. Pepsi Buthelezi into the hands of Kieran van Vuren. Now the Sharks are finally inside the 22 after all those phases. Etzebeth on the outside, but he is met by Marius Lowe. And then Pepsi Buthelezi driven back about 8 meters by Creel. Creel suddenly having a big game. Creel's over top the ball. What's the penalty going to be? Player down. We stopped. Somebody's injured. 55-41. Oh, no, it's Morné Vandenberg. He has been a warrior out there for the Lions. Oh, my goodness. So I think we'll probably see Jordan Hendrickson come in. Wow. Let's see what happened here. Oh, he got his head into Etzebeth's leg. So it was no foul play. It was just Morné Vandenberg slipped on the turf as he was going forward for the tackle. Wow, 44 appearances here for Morné Vandenberg in URC action. Morné Vandenberg down on the turf. He's moving his legs, so there's no paralyzing going on here. But there's a huge medical crew out there. 55-35, the clock is stopped in the second half with the Sharks out in front here, folks, 18-10. Morné Vandenberg, the Lions scrum half, down on the field being attended to at the moment. And I see the chat's picked up a bit here. Way to go. All right. Man, I'll tell you, this is a tough one here. Morné Vandenberg has been a warrior out there today for the Lions. Creel suddenly stepping up to the challenge here, too, in the last several minutes. Waiting to see Morné Vandenberg is going to come out of the game. He's up, he's walking, but he's looking kind of groggy. I bet he wants to go back in the game, but they're forcing him to come out, making him sit on the cart. Wow, what a warrior, Morné Vandenberg, little scrum half for the Lions. They're forcing him to come out of the game. He took that big head knock early in the first half there. He's not happy about coming out 55 minutes, but he'll be replaced on the Lions lineup. Probably an HIA. I don't know if he's unconscious. Joel Stretsky's saying something about it being unconscious. So Morné Vandenberg comes out, and Hendrickson comes in to replace him. 55-35. So Jordan Hendrickson comes in. Well, he got a big cut on the side of his head. When did that happen? So here we go. Crouch. So Nohamba will be the scrum half, I would imagine, now, and Hendrickson will move to fly half. That would be my expectation. Grant Williams puts it in to the scrum. And Pepsi Buthelezi comes away with it. He dumps the ball off. Williams to Etzebeth. Etzebeth is met and tackled quickly. Hendrickson in there for the tackle. And Mchunu has come in the game for the Sharks. Ntuku Mchunu is now in the game for the Sharks. Here's a high ball kicked by Kerwin Bosch, but it doesn't go anywhere. Knocked backwards by Hendrickson, then picked up by Mapimpi. Pepsi Buthelezi on the near side fights off the first tackle, but then is taken down. So Oxenche's out of the game for the Sharks. 56-38. 6 minutes left on that card, that yellow card to Grubler. Grant Williams to Kerwin Bosch. And right by him goes Van der Kolk. Comes back, helps form the ruck. Grant Williams. Tough pass to Kieran Van Vuuren. Van Vuuren holds on to it. Labakani doesn't let go of his leg, but he picks up another 5 meters with 2 tacklers on him. Sharks. Lukanyoam to Eben Etzebeth, who goes down hard. Franco Horn with a nice tackle. Picked up and the carry by Tunu. He's driven backwards. Stolen by the Lions. Side entry from the Sharks, and the Lions going to win a penalty here. Fenta called for another penalty. That's his third penalty in the last couple of minutes. High tackle, no arms tackle, in at the side. And the Lions, with 57 minutes, can they close the gap? So Hendricks indeed is playing fly half with Nohama moving back to the scrum half. Just 5 minutes left on the yellow card. Hendricks hits a low line drive. Let's see what the mark is. Down by the 22. It's a heck of a kick. And one of the Sharks is down getting treatment now. Is that Fenta? Jaco Fisagi coming in, as is Hanru Sergil. Emmanuel Chichuka's out, replaced by Sergil. And Jaco Fisagi replaces PJ Bota. So the Lions with some changes here. Smith. Ruan Smith comes in. I didn't see who he's replacing. Replacing somebody. Ruben Skuman probably. Lineout goes askew for the Lions. Then they knock it back. And somehow Hendricks bounces into his arms at the 22. Talk about it's better be lucky than beautiful. Penalty right in front of the post. It's an easy 3 points. The Lions will be wise to take the 3 points. These are a gift. But they're going to kick to the side. Nohamba wants to go right to the side. Lions should go for the post here. Not least of which because it gives me a perfect point differential. And they're going for the post. Could close the gap to 5. I picked the Sharks to win by 5. So if they make this, I'm good with the game ending right here. Just saying, folks. Just saying. Hendricks did a nice job there. Good job by Jordan Hendrickson. Where Fenta is really screwing up left and right here for the Sharks. Nohamba, who missed a longer kick earlier. This one's 23 meters away. Right in front of the post. Almost 60 minutes. We're down to the last quarter of the game here shortly. A chance for the Lions, who are down 18-3. And now the trail 18-13. That's a perfect point differential for my Super Brew. 18-13. Still 3 minutes left on that Sharks yellow card. Kerwin Bosch kicks it. This is going to be short of the 22 on the far side of the pitch. Werner Kolk gets there, but he doesn't get the ball, and the Lions successfully come down with it. There's kind of a maul here. Grant Williams is out. Jaden Hendrickson comes in now. Grant Williams had a brilliant game for the Sharks. He comes out. So Jaden Hendrickson is in for the Sharks. So the Hendrickson brothers are facing each other. Nohamba kicks that out, now playing the role of scrum half. It's kept in play or no? Can't see. I think it went into touch. Yep. It'll be Sharks ball. Not a good kick by Nohamba. Yep, he's disappointed with himself. 81% win prediction for the Sharks at the moment. Lions 14%, 5% call for a draw. 92 people currently here, 54 likes. Hit that like button. It don't take nothing but a moment of your time.
That was easy.
Kieran Van Vuuren going over for the Sharks line out. Kings Park, happy crowd in attendance. Sharks out in front. First time in donkey years. Eben Etzebeth successful on the line out. Into a maul go the Sharks. A rare event today, Sharks maul. At the back is Van Vuuren, and here comes Jaden Hendrickson to dig it out. Ball's brought out by Hendrickson. He comes to the middle of the pitch. And there's Lukanyoam. Oh, that ball's turned over. The Lions have it. Hanro Sergio, nice kick. That ball bounces back. It's going to go fit. Oh, and a touch. Nicely done. Better to be lucky than beautiful for the Lions. That was nice. That's going to slow things down. Woo. Man. Ruan Fenter. Desperation kick to take the pressure off, and the ball just has a nice bounce on it. My goodness. Ruan Fenter just kicks that ball, and so it'll be Sharks line out short of their 10-meter line with 18 and a half minutes remaining in the contest. J.C. Pretorius comes in for Ruan Fenter. J.C. Pretorius is in the game now. Line out successful for the Sharks. Bosch from midfield kicks it high into the air. Chase is on, but Kuhn Horn is successful on the ball. He's got it. Then he runs into Eben Etzebeth. It's going to be a penalty against the Lions. Nope. They get it back there. Nohamba digs it out. Now playing the role scrum half. Hendrickson, right off the face of Sergio. And the Sharks on the move now. Hendrickson kicks it the other direction. And it's picked up. So it's going to be a knock-on and a knock-on Sharks scrum. My goodness. 62-20. 18-13 is the score. If it stays this way the rest of the way, I will not be unhappy. 55 likes, 94 viewers. Bounce right off the chest of Hanru Sergio. So it should be a scrum to the Sharks here. I think Morganati might have come in also for, there's another change coming in for the Sharks. George Cronier comes on. And Nukanyam is... Labaskakny comes off. Kerwin Bosch is off. Herbla is out. So Butta Chamberlain comes in for Kerwin Bosch. A lot of changes taking place there. I think that leaves just Rohan Janssen van Rensburg on the bench for the Sharks. Reinhard Jonke, I think Morgan Naughty might have come in for the Lions. I can't see the numbers there. Crouch. Bind. Set. Jaden Hendrickson puts the ball in for the Sharks, but they're driven backwards and it collapses. A penalty. The Sharks get a penalty. They turn the ball over. Momentum is clearly shifted here in the second half. Sharks are falling apart in every aspect of the game here. Will the Lions come back and win this game? At the moment, it's looking promising for the fans from Joburg. Jordan Hendrickson now to kick it after the Sharks collapsed the scrum. Ball finds touch, and it'll be a Lions line out deep. My goodness. Chuno collapses in that scrum, and that's where the penalty comes from. So the Lions kick it down the pitch for some territory. Wow. Yellow card's over, and Herbla's out and replaced. So was there a penalty on that line out? I'm not sure. So the Lions have the ball. Nohamba. Who is that? That is Morganoti. Morganoti's in the game, as I said. Oh, buried by Etzebeth, but the Lions were playing advantage. Eben Etzebeth with a monster tackle there. Eben Etzebeth asserting his presence. But there was a penalty. Or was it a knock-on? Looks like it must have been a knock-on at the line-out. Yeah, it was knocked on by Etzebeth in the air. That's what the call was. So a knock-on advantage from the line-out, and then Etzebeth with a huge tackle. There should be a scrum to the Lions. Well, he hit Jordan Hendrickson right in the breadbasket. So, Lions scrum. Last time the Sharks collapsed here, Mchunu gave up territory there. 98 viewers and 58 likes, 1,000 views. That's pretty good for today with the only URC action. I wasn't expecting a big crowd. I thought maybe 600. So we're happy with 1,000. Crouch. Bind. Set. Nohamba puts it in the pipe. He started out as fly half. He's playing scrum half now. Nohamba. Back into the hands of Edwin Fandameva. The Lions down at the 22. Oh, Marius Lowe nearly lost the ball, but regathered it. At the 22. Oh, the Lions are bringing the pressure now. Wave after wave. Hendrickse into the hands of Reinhard Nothnagel. Nothnagel down inside the 22. The Lions about 18 meters away now, putting pressure on the Sharks. They go back to the middle. Nohamba digs it out. Lions going through a lot of phases now. J.C. Pretorius with his first touch, and he avoids 2 tackles, 3 tackles. Finally brought down is little J.C. Pretorius, the Blitzbach legend. Hendrickse to Marius Lowe. The captain drives back down about 16 meters. Nohamba digs it out. They go back to the middle, into the hands of Ruben Skuman, who's still out there. Nohamba goes wide, and it's a kick over the top. Were they playing advantage? No, into the hands. Oh, it's too much. Oh, almost a perfect kick. Edwin Fandameva couldn't secure it on the wing. That was a try in the offing right there. Fandameva knows it. He knows he had a try. And it goes astray. Nice kick. Almost perfect. So let's see this replay. Kuhnhorn. Well, he might not have had a try because I see Werner Koch was over there. But man, Edwin Fandameva knows he had an opportunity there with just 13 minutes remaining in the contest. So the ball will be turned over to the Sharks. Still leading 18-13. The halftime score was 18-3. Successful line out to the Sharks. Eben Etzebeth, the Sharks into a maul. Hendrickse at the back there. Jaden Hendrickse to dig it out. He's going to box kick it when he pulls it out. He does. Over the top. Werner Koch gives chase. Ball's going to go not nearly as far as it looked. And Werner Koch comes down with it, but he knocks it into touch. Yep. Werner Koch high on the ball. Not having the best of days there is Werner Koch. 67-50 now. Approaching the 12-minute remaining in the game mark here for the Sharks. Leading 18-13, but they've done nothing in the second half at all. After dominating the Lions in the first half in territory, possession, tackles, meters gained, the Lions have been gritty and come back, and now they have a line out 28 meters away from the Sharks. And Fisacci goes short, but it's lost on the turf, then picked up by J.C. Pretorius, but it's going to be a knock-on from Pretorius. They went short, and a third line-out loss by the Lions. This is their huge mistake. Jakob Fisacci made a nice toss, but J.C. Pretorius, it was too hard. Bounced off his fingertips and is called a knock-on. So the Sharks will get the ball for a scrum after that knock-on with 11 and a half minutes remaining. Let's see the replay on this. Just went right through his hands as he looked at the tackle. Yep. Good idea, but the execution was poor. What is with this hair color, these kids? My goodness. Little kids on the screen there. Some more little kids waving to the crowd. Lots of kids at the stadium. That one doesn't look too happy. Crying. Not happy. As Joel Stradsky says, there's a grumpy one. Kids on their phones, standing, looking around. 19,700 plus fans in attendance at Kings Park today in Durban. Wonder how many will go to the mall just down the street from the stadium after this game. All right, we have 11 minutes, 17 seconds remaining on this game. 18-13 Sharks with the advantage. Out in front. It's a scrum to the Sharks. Jaden Hendrickse to put it in play for the Sharks. Crouch. Bind. Set. Ball goes in the pipe. Dug out by Hendrickson. Feeds it back to the middle. Here come the Sharks. Fossey kicks it over the top. The chase is on, but it's going to find touch. And that's going to go all the way back. Another unforced error by the Sharks. They just cannot help themselves. The Lions did the same thing here with kicks into touch. And now Fossey does it. 10.5 minutes remain. With ball in hand, Fossey's got 110 meters today. So now it'll be a line out for the Lions at the 21-meter line. Jaco Fissaji to throw it in. They pooched the last one to J.C. Pretorius. They're taking all day to make this thing happen. They go up. Finally, they fake out the Sharks, and the Lions have the ball in a maul. That maul is picked up 5 meters, 7 meters. Fissaji at the back of it, 10 meters. Oh, the Lions are on the roll. The Lions are on the roll. They would take the lead with a try here. They're just 7 meters trying to drive him into touch, and they finally get him into touch. My goodness. My Pippy's like, get him into touch. Get him into touch. Get him into touch. And finally, Etzebeth drives him into touch. Jaco Fissaji. Man, the Sharks were living dangerously there. Living dangerously there. Having done nothing in the second half, a converted try would give the Lions a lead. An unconverted try would tie the game at 18, and they nearly had it there, did the Lions, after the Sharks. Fossey makes a huge, colossal mistake. Oh, man, oh, man, oh, man. And Eben Etzebeth saves today, but he's down getting treatment now. Got a cramp. Looks like a hamstring. My goodness. Eben Etzebeth. What an incredible job. 32 years of age. Birthday's in October. My goodness. Now has 119 caps for the Springboks at the age of 32. Can you believe it? Right? Kids dancing up and down in front of the screen. All excited. All right. It's a Sharks line out 8 meters away. They go deep. And then Herblar comes down with it. James Fenton now with the carry. Oh, finally does something positive for the Sharks. He's been terrible in the second half with stupid penalties. But he gets about 10 meters, takes a little of the pressure off. And Jaden Hendrickson now will kick it. He does from inside his 22. That's okay if it goes in touch. It does. And it'll be a Lions line out. But takes the pressure off. Moments ago, the Lions were on the verge of scoring a try in that corner. And now they're back short, just short of the 10-meter line. Wow. Do the Sharks want to win a game? They better step it up here. Eben Etzebeth clearly wants to win a game. He stopped that try from happening moments ago. 71-22. We're down to 8.5 minutes remaining in this contest. They go short. Do the Lions. They get the line out there. Marius Lowe. Tackle missed. Offloads the ball. J.C. Pretorius over there. Nohamba. They go wide. Kuhn Horn kicks it inside the 22. Picked up by my Pimpy back there. Tackled by Richard Creel. Sharks, man, lots of trouble here. They got to clear this ball. Hendrickson, you need no box kick. Get a clearance. Now they're going to go through phases. Joel Hintz, he's carrying the ball, tackled. Former Major League Rugby player coming over from the New England Free Jacks. And the Sharks, Jaden Hendrickson is going to roll it out. I wouldn't go for the box kick. I'd go for a clearance kick from one of my fly halves. But they do the box kick. And that thing finds touch, but where does it cross the line? I think Hendricks is going to be disappointed with that. 72-15 now, folks. Oh, my goodness. A lot of excitement here as the Lions keep it on the Sharks side of the pitch in this last 10 minutes or so. 72-26. 2 tries to the Sharks, 1 to the Lions. Sharks desperate to get out of last place. Would a victory get them out of the bottom of the... Yes, it would. Take them out ahead of the Dragons. Jaco Fissaji here. The Lions want to stay in playoff contention. Line out for the Lions. They go deep. They come down with it. Here comes Hanru Sergel. Not turning it a penalty for not releasing on the Sharks. That's a makeable penalty. Will the Lions kick for the post? They're going to go for the post. They're going for the post. The message comes from the sideline because that would make it 18-16. Smart move here. Don't waste the time because another penalty or drop goal would give you a victory here. So the Lions chance to close the gap and take my bonus point away. Dang it, I had a perfect match point here. So here we go. Heinrich Sergel there. The penalty is called for not releasing. Who didn't release? Oh, yeah, that's the right call here. Yep. So, Nohamba will kill some time on the clock, although that's not his intent. And he'll kick this from 33 meters. 40 seconds remain on the shot clock. Sanili Nohamba having a good game. 111 people here, 61 likes. Folks, come on. Do you have to beg for the likes? Come on. Hit that like button.
That was easy.
So easy to do. Doesn't cost you any money. 73-49. Here's the kick by Nohamba. He's going to miss it. He missed it. Oh, my gosh. What an easy kick. He missed it. It curves to the side of the pole. And the score remains 18-13. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. The Lions have a chance to close the gap, and they don't. We're under 6 minutes remaining now. And Bota Chamberlain, the replacement fly half for the Sharks, his first kick. That ball is going to go down inside the 10-meter line. Boy, the Lions are going to rue that missed kick. Sergil again. So at midfield, Fisagi to J.C. Pretorius. Pretorius is tackled by James Fenta. Nohamba. The Sharks need to have good discipline here. They've made some stupid mistakes here in the second half. Approaching the 5-minute mark left. Hendrickse taken back over the 50-meter line. I like the official calling that so we know it's not a 50-22. Oh, drop back there by Hendrickse. Thrown up into the hands of Fossey. Fossey's going to kick it from inside the 22. That ball is going to go down. Nice kick. It's going to be inside the 22 on the other end of the pitch. Picked up by the other Hendrickse. And the other Hendrickse kicks it down. Jordan, that's going to find touch. Oh, my goodness. What a kick. And Hendrick's like, come on, man, that went further than that. That was a brilliant kick. But where's the mark going to be? Jordan Henderson not happy about that call, and I agree with him 100%. That looked like it went much further than the mark. But they're going to give it to the Sharks and about their 37-meter line out. They need a good line out here. 4 minutes, 30 seconds remain in the contest. Sharks out in front, hanging on for dear life here. They picked Eben Etzebeth the man of the match. I disagree. I'm going to give you options for man of the match. I disagree. Start a poll. Man of the match for the Sharks. Here's the line out for the Sharks. And they almost screw it up. Herblar gets it. The ball's kicked back inside the 22 where it's picked up by Mapimpi. Oh, the Lions win a penalty here. My goodness. Now they're going to go for the corner because the clock is a waste a lot of time. So now the Sharks are going to screw this game away from a line out. Almost from midfield, they nearly turned. Oh, my goodness. My goodness. My goodness. Unbelievable what's going on here, folks, as the Sharks collapse. Wow. So here's your options for man of the match, folks. 5-meter line out. Here come the Lions. Sharks must get this ball back. But they had a penalty earlier for collapsing a maul, and it was a penalty try. Right now I have a perfect score, but I'm going to lose it here as Marius Lowe goes over and gets the try. The Sharks have collapsed. The Sharks have collapsed. Playing the role of the Pilchards here. An atrocious performance by the Sharks in the second half as Marius Lowe, the captain for the Lions, goes across. And it's a tie game. It's a tie game. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. What the heck? The Lions get their first try of the game with moments left in the game. Unbelievable, ladies and gentlemen. I think that the television crew was premature in their man of the match. My goodness. Sharks screw the pooch here. 18-18 pending the conversion. Who's going to kick this? Hendrickson or Nohamba? Nohamba. It's up to Sanini Nohamba to give the Lions a victory here. I just lost a bonus point. I'm about to lose another one here if he's successful. 2 minutes remain. 2 minutes remain. Game on the line right here. 20 seconds on the clock. Sanini Nohamba taking his time. 78-12. 2 tries apiece. And that's going to be good. He got it. 20-18. The Lions go in front, and the Sharks total collapse in the second half. Unbelievable. My goodness. Just inside the left post. 1 minute, 20 seconds remain. Both to Chamberlain. Now the Sharks need a penalty deep in Lions territory. Ball's taken down there by Henry Sergil. Inside the 22, comes up. Oh, he hits the turf hard. Places the ball. John Plumtree may not have his job much longer with this kind of nonsense. Pepsi Buthelezi just standing around, looking consigned to defeat. Sharks slow on their feet. When they need a penalty, they need to be hungry and aggressive here with 1 minute remaining. Instead, they look like they've been beaten. They look like they don't want to earn their salary. The Sharks looking like pilchards. Here, Etzebeth comes back. He got his hands on the ball. Is it a turnover? It's a turnover for the Sharks. Off the feet of the Lions. The Sharks can kick a penalty. Eben Etzebeth may have just saved defeat. He may have just saved the day for the Sharks. Oh my goodness. With just 30 seconds left in the game, will the Sharks escape with a victory here? Courtesy of Eben Etzebeth. The ball was laying on the ground for too long. Etzebeth came in. They're going for the post. It all comes down to a final kick. Does it get any better than this, ladies and gentlemen? The Sharks deserving nothing but shame, ignominy, and defeat. And Eben Etzebeth stops the try. And then here he steals the ball. 5 seconds left. It comes down to this. Kerwin Bosch is out. Both to Chamberlain. It's all on your shoulders for Sharks fans. Can they even look? Are Sharks fans looking away? His first kick of the match. He's got 36 seconds. We're over the hooter. Can both to Chamberlain get this? Not the easiest of angles. Fingers crossed for Sharks fans, trailing 20-18. Moments left in the game. Can they do it? Did Eben Etzebeth save it? Here's the kick. Chamberlain. I can't see the terrible angle here. He missed it. Did he get it? He missed. And the Lions win. Wow. Oh my goodness. I just lost 2 points. The Sharks fan crying in the stands. Oh, little child crying. How in the world? Unbelievable. A team chocked full of Springboks. Defending 2-time William Webb Ellis Trophy winners cannot hold on to a lead. 18-3 at the half. They lose 20-18. An atrocious performance by the Sharks. Not both to Chamberlain's fault. People coming over to console him. It's not his fault. Wow. Wow. The Lions get the win. That will get them to 23 points. They'll just move up 1 place. My goodness. Oh, the Sharks. Oh, my goodness. Unbelievable. Chamberlain looks very upset, but it's not his fault. It is not both the Chamberlain's fault, folks. The Sharks screwed that game away. So, Eben Etzebeth is you guys pick as man of the match, and based on that, the Sharks don't win. So, how's he your man of the match? Yeah, it's not Eben's fault. It's also not both the Chamberlain's fault. Jacobus Fun Sale says Lions. Yes, yes, yes. Well, there you go. Justin says poor Sharks. He's laughing. Well done, Lions, says Chris Murray. Yeah, they earned that. Mamoza Boss says both of you. Okay, I'm not going to finish that. Lady of the Math, Eben Etzebeth. Oh my goodness, Mamoza Boss. Yeah, he missed Ruben Lube. He missed. Oh my goodness. Mamoza Boss. Eben, you're a Moza Boss. Yeah. Wow. Wow, what the heck? My goodness. That's Barry Turnbull's here. Sharks are an embodiment to rugby. It's just embodiment? You mean embarrassment, I think. It was a typo. Embarrassment to rugby. Yeah. Who keeps saying Versace? Oh my goodness. Man, oh man. But you can't complain about it wasn't exciting. You can't complain it wasn't exciting. Wow. What a finish to the game. And Etzebeth nearly stole the game for the Sharks, but both the Chamberlain can't get, or Pilchers get rid of that sponsor, Hollywood Bets. They're to blame. I don't know if Hollywood Bets is responsible for it. Yeah, he got man of the match, Etzebeth, in a losing cause. My man of the match was Sunny Nohamba. Nohamba made the kick that won the game. Nohamba was brilliant at fly half and at scrum half in this game. He missed a kick or two, but wow. Wow. Man, oh man, oh man. What a game, folks. What a game. The Sharks have got some serious introspection to do. Their season is over. They might as well try out new players. They might as well try out young kids, bring them up. They might as well. He's joking, R1. He's joking about the Hollywood Bets. It's just a joke. Just like we could blame it on Mr. Price and those hideous Mr. Price jerseys, of which I still have one. Yeah, much better to have the Cell C sponsorship than that hideous Mr. Price in the center. What a finish for this game, folks. Unbelievable. The Sharks just gave this game away. They gave it away. Absolutely gave it away. Yeah, well, you know what I have to say for Eben Etzebeth? That's what you deserve for leaving the Stormers. Sorry, that's what you deserve. Wow. Eben Etzebeth abandoned the Stormers, and this is what he gets. And he deserves it. He deserves it. Playing for a loser team. 61 matches for the Stormers, just 7 for Western Province. He played 40 for Toulon, but he left the Stormers back in 2019. Played in Japan for a season, then played in Toulon for a few years. Came back to the Sharks and has 11 appearances, 12th one today. 119 appearances for the Springboks. That's the most appearances he's had for anybody. The most appearances he's had for anybody. Wow. Unbelievable, ladies and gentlemen. Unbelievable. They choke this thing away. Of course, Etzebeth went to the high school in Tigerberg. Yeah, and went to UCT at college. Eben Etzebeth, now 32 years of age. And what a great finish he had for this game, but it's not enough. As the Sharks, the Pilchers, just choke this thing away. Lions winning their away and home games. Well, CB, come on. They're 4 wins and 4 losses, so I wouldn't say that. Let's go back and take a look at the log really quickly here. If I can I look up just my team table? Rounds. My team only. I have to pick a team. Oh, that's the Stormers because they know that's my team. I don't want my Stormers. I want a team. So it doesn't give you the opportunity to pick teams. Oh, now it's only the Stormers. So how do I get that unselected there? Anyway, it used to be the ability to look at teams here. It's very frustrating. Anyway, yeah, but let's look at the last couple seasons here. The first season that the Lions were in this competition, what's the total? The Lions were 8 wins and 10 losses in the first season, 41 points on the log. That was the first season. Of course, the Stormers beat the Bulls 18-13. So last season, the Lions, after going 8-10 last season, the Lions finished the season 9-9. So they improved by 1. Now they're 4-4. But I mean, at this rate, it'll take the Lions a decade to be competitive in this competition. 4 wins, 4 losses. Yep. Unfortunately, Leinster let us down, and then we had to play Munster, and we lost that game 19-14 in a terrible performance by the Stormers after they crushed Connacht, and they beaten the Bulls pretty convincingly. Very disappointing. Anyway, so yeah, here we go, folks. This is crazy stuff here. The Lions now move up the log to 11th position with 23 points, 4 wins, 4 losses, 7 bonus points. Yep, and the Sharks will get a bonus point from this, but that doesn't do them any good. Doesn't do them any good. They have 9 points now, 1 win, 8 losses. Oh, what an atrocious looking performance. John Plumtree must be shaking his head. Why am I here? What have I signed up for? What is this all about? Sharks, a disgrace, losing against the hopeless Cubs. They only have Marius Lowe and Upa Wilhelm Alberts. And Wilhelm Alberts didn't even play. He wasn't even in the lineup. Well, they got J.C. Pretorius. He's impressive. Yeah, no. Lions are very good. No bucks and walking over teams that should kill them. Well, yeah, the Springboks, the Sharks should kill pretty much everybody, but they beat nobody. Wow. Osteront stayed at the Cheetahs his whole career. Really? R1? I didn't know that. But I think Mamosa Boss is spot on. Eben Etzebeth, can't wait to get out of that rugby jersey, that Sharks jersey. Man, oh man, oh man. Eric, aren't you glad you moved to Western Cape where you can join a winning side? The Stormers. But, let's look at the log here really quickly. The Stormers are 5 wins, 4 losses, and the Lions are 4 wins and 4 losses. So the Stormers aren't very far ahead of the Lions. 26 points on the log. So we finish up the URC and go on the break once again for the Challenge and Champions Cup, which start next weekend. And at the end of this half of the season, 9 games for most teams, 8 games for some teams, Leinster in first, then Benetton, Glasgow, Ulster, Edinburgh, the Bulls, the Stormers, and the Osprey. And those out of playoff contention at the moment are Connacht, Munster, the Lions, Cardiff, Scarlets, Zebra, Parma, Dragons, and the Sharks. 1 win from 9 games. Wow. They had an 18-3 lead, folks. An 18-3 lead in this game. 18-3. Seriously. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. The Bulls have 2 games in hand. They have 1 game in hand. Yep. The Bulls have played 8. The Stormers have played 9. So the Bulls have only played 8 games. They're 5-3. So the next round for this, let's get to that because we've got the other stuff coming up. Why does it keep I don't want my team. This is very annoying. Let me get out of that. Let me try another window and see if it works. UNITED. Okay, there we go. Let's try this now. Match center. Hopefully it won't give me just my team. There we go. Next round is round 10, and it's on, February 16th. Is that the next time we play URC action, February 16th? That's crazy. Doesn't make any sense. No. Round 9. Okay, here we go. Yeah, okay. Right, there's a game coming up. The next game in this round is the Bulls and Lions on the 27th of January. So 3 weeks from today, there is a game. And then the next games are round 10, which starts in the middle of February. Scarlets and Munster, Zebra and Edinburgh, Lions and Bulls. They play a back-to-back game, home and away. Leinster, Benetton. That'll be a matchup. I think Leinster will win that, but Benetton, wow. Sharks and Stormers on the 17th of February. And Cardiff, Connacht, Glasgow Dragons, Osprey, and Ulster. And that gets through February 18th. That gets that next round. But yeah, wow. Unbelievable what has happened here. I'll tell you, that try by Grant Williams was absolutely brilliant. And it went to waste. The substitution by the Sharks made no sense, half their substitutions. The Lions substitutions went very well for them. You have to wonder if they just replaced players just to, give guys time because it didn't make any sense. Why did Kerwin Bosch come out of the game? Look, I'm a huge Bota Chamberlain fan. I like the guy, and I don't blame him for this loss because it's certainly not his fault. But why did Kerwin Bosch come out of the game? He's playing very well. Doesn't make any sense. So I just lost points. I probably dropped in the log. Let's see where we're at now. Yep, I had this game. I had both points, and I lost them. Another disappointment. Man, these teams are really killing me here. Let's see if I fell out of first place. No, I'm still in first place because apparently my opponents made the same pick. We all picked the Sharks to win this game. So, got lucky there. Man, oh man, oh man. That just sucks, folks. That just sucks. Wow. Disappointing. But that's what it is. So, as far as rugby today, what else is going on? We have a game that started at 11 was Racing versus Castres Olympique. And then Bordeaux versus Bayonnais and Stade Francais versus ASM. Let me take a look in on the Bordeaux game and see what's going on there before we wrap up here. Bordeaux's leading 17-13 in the second half. They just got started in the second half. Big crowd there in France. Boy, the French love their rugby, man. They love their rugby. I'm watching this thing bounce up in the air, knock backwards, picked up. I have to look and see outside if it's snowing. It says light snow right now, folks. It started snowing earlier, just above freezing here. Anyway, that's going to do it for this one, folks. Thanks for being here. I do appreciate it. Premiership. What about Premiership? Lions are going to lose both games to Bulls, so easy 10 points for Bulls. Northampton. Saints look unbeatable. Okay. 18-3 lead, pissed away. Exactly. Cost me 2 points. Erica says, left just before water got dirty. Oh, you're talking about Durban, yeah. Bath is playing. Greetings, people. Hey, Charles Van Olsen, you're a bit late for this one. 69 likes. Could somebody please hit that like button? I don't really care for 69 likes. We can do better than that. 10 new members, courtesy of folks buying memberships for them. Thank you for that, plus a couple renewals. And it's Saturday. I need to take a break here shortly, and my news program will be on at probably 12:30. That's 7:30 South Africa time here in about 25 minutes. I've already prepped for the news. Yeah, Pilchard's lost, buddy. Had an 18-3 lead, didn't score in the second half, and gave it up with about a minute to go. Eben Etzebeth got a steal deep in the Lions territory, and Bota Chamberlain, who just come into the game, was expected to make a very difficult kick and missed it. And the Lions win. Wow. All right, folks, thanks a lot. Be sure to hit the like button. We got 70 likes. Thank you for that. And we'll catch you next time, folks. Thanks for tuning in. I really do appreciate your support. We got up to almost 1,500 views on this one, which surprised me for today. I didn't expect that for a Sharks-Lions game. But thanks a lot, and hopefully you got some more subscribers. Let me take a look and see that. If you're not a subscriber, folks, let's become a subscriber. Why not, okay? We gained about 8 subscribers, so that's something. Appreciate that. Thank you all for that. So thank you very much. Yep. Anyway. All right, folks. Have a good one. Thanks a lot. And we'll catch you on Chris Wyatt Africa at Colonel Chris Wyatt. That's shortly. And the final score, 20-18. I never did get that other try on there, did I? Lions got another try. I never did put it on the board. Sorry about that. 2018 Lions win this one, and the Sharks just choke it away. And that's it, folks. We'll catch you next time. And I don't want to have to cut stuff out, so I'm just not going to do my closing here because they're making fraudulent copyright claims. Cheers, everybody.